Hello, my dear student, for the fourth semester ENE. Today we are discussing about this module 5. In there having the triple five timer, and the first the triple five timer. So first is the introduction, and next is the pin diagram of the triple five timer, and the second one is the internal architecture of the triple five timer, and last one is the monostable multivibrator and application, and along with one design of the problem of the monostable multivibrator also, and two applications we are discussing. One is frequency divider and second one is pulse touch. To start this triple five timer IC, the introduction, first you will come the introduction. The triple five timer is a monolithic timing circuit that can be produce accurate and highly stable time delay or oscillation, and these devices can be available 8 pin metal can also 8 pin mini dip. Mini dip means dual in packaged, and it is one of the most versatile linear integrated circuit is triple five timer, and it is also known as time machine, and as it performs wide varieties of timing talks also, and the timer basically one of the two modes, either monostable and multivibrator, and second is astable multivibrator. The monostable means one shoot, and astable means free running multivibrator. And this is some of sample of these applications are DC to DC converter, waveform generator, and also analog frequency meter, and tachometer, and temperature and control, etc. And this is the most important feature of the timer, triple five timer are these. The first one is the operate on the plus 5 volt to 18 volt supply voltage, and it has adjustable duty cycle. And timing is from the microsecond to 1 hour, and it has high current output, and it is likely general purpose op-amp, but timer, the triple five timer is reliability and easy to us and very low cost. After the introduction of the timer, we are discussing the triple five timer pin diagram. As the timer, triple five timer in 8 pin DIP IC or chip, and here first diagram is shown is this is 8 pin dual in package IC, that is chip, and here one notch is there, and this is the pin number 1 is identification, and 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. This is the IC. This is NE 555N, and this is a series of triple five timer. And second diagram is shown in the pin diagram with the pin number along with each pin identification. Pin number 1 is ground, pin number 2 is trigger, pin number 3 is output, pin number 4 is reset terminal, pin number 5 is the control voltage, pin number 6 is threshold terminal, and pin number 7 is discharging, pin number 8 is VCC. I let them in this all the pin in detail about the function of the each pin in the next. After the discussion about the pin diagram, now they are discussing about the pin description in the detail. About the first is the pin number 1, that is called as name of the pin is ground, and all the voltage are measured with respect to ground terminal. And second pin is the trigger input, and this is trigger input. The output of the timer depend on the amplitude of the external trigger pulse is applied to this pin. and this pin is the negative going input to the comparator 2, and negative pulse is pin as is set. Then internal flip-flop when is the voltage drop across below the 1/3 of VCC. The 1/3 of VCC causing the output switch from the low to high. This is the particular pin number 2. The pin number 3. The pin number 3 is a two-way load can be connected to output terminal between pin number to the ground and between pin number 3 to supply voltage. Because here when is output voltage is above 1.7 less than to supply voltage, when the output voltage high is capable of current source up to minimum 200 milliamp, while output is low and capable of sink current is up to 200 milliamps. And the last fourth one, pin number 4, that is the reset terminal. The timer can be reset or disabled by applying the negative pulse in this pin. And when is the negative pulse, when it is reset function is not used, and this terminal should be connected to plus VCC to avoid any false triggering. And next is pin number 5, that is called as control voltage, and it is external voltage applied to the terminal change the threshold as well as trigger voltage. And in this word, it is connecting the potentiometer between the pin number 1, this pin number 5 and ground, and this is called as pulse width of the output waveform can be varied. When it is not used, and this control pin be bypass to the ground with 0.01 microfarad capacitor to prevent any noise problem. And the pin number, next is pin number 6, that is called as threshold. And this pin is the threshold is a non-inverting terminal of the input terminal of the upper comparators, and this which is monitor with voltage across the external capacitor when its voltage at this pin is greater than equal to 2/3 of VCC. If it is greater than 2/3 of VCC, causing the output switch from high to low state. It is high to low state, and this pin is connected directly to the timing circuit. This pin is directly connected to the timing circuit. The pin number, next is pin number 7, that is called as discharge, and this pin is connected to internally. It is internally to collector of the transistor Q1. When the output is high, the transistor Q1 is off and act as a open. If it act as a open, when the output is low, the transistor Q is saturated, it is on, it is act as a short circuit. Next is the pin number 8, that is the plus VCC, and supply voltage of the plus 5 volt to 80 volt is applied to this pin with respect to the previous slide. We are discussing about the pin diagram and in detail description of the pin. Now we are discussing about the internal block diagram of 555 timer or internal architecture of the 555 timer. From this functional block diagram, and here they are having 3 resistor, and each resistor having a 5 kilo ohm internal resistor that is act as a voltage divider to provided biasing voltage of 2/3 of VCC to the connected to the upper comparator 1 and 1/3 of VCC to the lower comparator 2. And it is possible to vary the time electronically by applying the modulus voltage to the control voltage input terminal pin number 5. And they are having 2 comparator op amp, that is compare the voltage at their input and saturated depend upon which is the greater. And the first one is the threshold comparator, nothing but a comparator 1. It is saturated when voltage at this threshold pin number 6 is greater than 2/3 of VCC, greater than 2/3 of VCC. And second one is that comparator 2, It is the trigger comparator. It is saturated when voltage at this pin trigger the pin number 2 is less than the 1/3 of VCC. And the flip flop is bistable devices. It is a bistable devices. They are having generated two values. It is high value, another is low value. High value is equivalent to plus VCC. Low value is equivalent to the 0 volt. And when the saturated, when the comparator 1 threshold comparator saturated, the flip flops will be reset. The flip flops will be reset, and it is output is low signal at the pin number 3. And when is the trigger comparator, that is the comparator 2, and the flip flops will be set, and it is output is high signal at the pin number 3. And the transistor, and this is Q1 is the transistor, is being used as a switch because it connects the pin number 7 to the ground. The pin number 7 to directly connected to the ground when it is closed. When the output of this flip flop Q is low, and this is close the transistor switch. This is to close the transistor switch, and it is attached to the pin number 7 is ground. When the output of the Q flip flop is high, that is the open. This is the open. The switch is open, and this is pin number 7 is no longer to the ground. In this slide, we are discussing the monostable multi-operator operation using IC 555 timer. According to this figure, their timer is connected as a monostable multi-operator, and this is the complete function block diagram along with connection shown in the figure. Here, initially when output is low, that is the circuit as in a stable state. A circuit as in a stable state, then transistor Q is on. The transistor is Q is on, and the capacitor C is with short circuit to the ground. The capacitor is short circuit to the ground. However, and when upon the application of the negative trigger pulse to the pin number 2, the transistor is turn off. The transistor is turn off, and then which is release the short circuit act as a external capacitor. Short circuit act as a external capacitor to derive the output is high. To derive the output is high, the capacitor C now will start the charging toward the VCC through RA. However, when voltage across the capacitor is equal to 2/3 of VCC, the comparator 1 output is switched from low to high. Output comparator is low to high, which is the term. There are the output is low. Its low state via output of the flip flop. At the same time, that output of the flip flop turn the transistor Q1 on. The transistor Q1 is on, and the capacitor is rapidly discharging through transistor. Discharging through the transistor. This is a continuum. The output of the monostable remains low until the trigger pulse is again applied. Then the cycle is repeat, and this figure show the trigger input and output voltage and voltage across capacitor waveform as shown in figure. And here the trigger input is negative going input, nothing but a negative edge trigger of the input. It is applied to the timer here. Pin number 2 is connected, and here the voltage across is start the capacitor will be charged. When the capacitor will be charged, then output is also high, and output is high until that capacitor will be charged up to 2/3 of VCC. If it is 2/3 of VCC, then capacitor will be charged. Then automatically the capacitor will be fully complete charge. Then output is again low. It is next negative has negative going pulse next again is coming. Then it is output is again high. Then again the capacitor will be high. And this pulse width of the trigger input must be smaller than the expected pulse width of the output waveform. And also trigger pulse must be negative going input signal with amplitude is larger than 1/3 of VCC. And here voltage across capacitor voltage across capacitor C, when it is given by charging, then VC and the voltage at this voltage across capacitor VC equal to VCC into 1 minus exponential of minus T divided by RC, where R is nothing but RC into equal to 0. And when at the time of T equal to total time period equal to T, then VC equal to the capacitor equal to 2/3 of VCC, and therefore we can substitute 2/3 of VCC at the time of T equal total time T, and then you substitute, then finally total time period of equal to RA into C into natural law of ln into 1/3 of this. Then finally T is equal to 1.1 into RA, and therefore the time delay for during the which is output remains high. Therefore pulse width Tp is equal to 1.1 into RA into C in terms of second, and where RA is in the after the completion of the monostable multi-operator operation and circuit explanation, now we are discussion of the application of the monostable multi-operator. That is the first one discussion is the frequency divider, and the 555 timer act as a monostable mode. It can be used as a frequency divider by adjusting the length of the timing cycle, that is the TP, with respect to the time period of the trigger input, and use monostable multi-operator as divided by 2 circuit. The timing intervals, the TP must be larger than the time period of trigger input, that is divided by TP is always greater than total time period. TP is greater than total time period of the this one. You can shown in the figure also, and here I will show this figure input output waveform of the monostable multi-operator act as divider by 2 network. And here this is the one total time period of the trigger input, that is equal to 0.5 millisecond, and the pulse width of the TP is 0.6. It means it is TP is more than the total time period, because only TP is equal to greater than this value. And this is one cycle of the output voltage is equal to 1 millisecond, and it is one cycle of the trigger input is only 0.5. It is the divided by 2. It is the 2 time of the this one. By same this concept can use as monostable divided by 3. It is the divided by 3 means it is the 3 times of the TP is slightly larger than the twice the period of the input trigger signal, and so on. And this frequency divider application is is possible monostable cannot be triggered during the timing. This is another application of monostable multi-operator, that is the pulse structure, and this application make use of fact the output pulse width or timing intervals of the monostable multi-operator longer duration than negative pulse width of the input trigger. As such, output pulse width monostable can be viewed as a stretched version of the narrow input pulse. Hence, the name is pulse structure. And often the narrow pulse width signal not to be suitable for the driving the in a LED display, mainly because of very narrow pulse width will be there. In other words, the LED may be flashed but not visible to eye because of its on time infinitely may be smaller compared to off time. And this I shown in the figure in the monostable as a pulse structure, and here again output is directly connected to one LED and through resistance RL, and this RA is connected to 1 mega ohm, and the capacitor is 1 micro farad capacitor, and here the between the pin number 5 and is grounding, that is a 0.01 microfarad capacitor. And this 555 timer, this is pulse touch can be used to remedy this problem, and this LED will be on during the time intervals of TP. When is LED this circuit is on, the TP is equal to 1.1 RA into C, which is can be varied by change of the value of RA and after the completion of the discussion of the monostable multi-operator application and circuit and explanation, now we are design of monostable multi-operator. I had taken one example of the problem. I designed monostable multi-operator of 100 millisecond pulse width of using the 555 timer. That is the solution for given TP is equal to 100 millisecond, and the supply of 555 timer is plus 5 volt. We can assuming that the value of capacitor is C equal to 0.1 microfarad. Their pulse width TP equal to 1.1 into RA. Then you can calculate the value of RA. It is in terms of 909.09. It is the value of this. It is standard value. We can take the as a 1 mega ohm potentiometer also, and this is 1 mega ohm, and capacitor C is 0.1, and this is the circuit diagram and showing.